Yo, how's it going, guys? We're back and we're better. Man, this was our first losing week in about 4 weeks. It's bound to happen. Man, we got did dirty with a couple of lines like point fives, like just barely missed. So we went 6-7. Ugh, not great, but that brings our record up to 176. 100 wins, 76 losses. I mean, I'll take that, man. Like, football is a hard game. We have our hunches, and we gotta go with our hunches, man. Like, otherwise, we'll be too off balance, and then you don't know what to pick. So it is what it is, man. I hate losing weeks. That piss me off so much, but what are you gonna do about it? So week 13, we have Thanksgiving games coming up. Oh, and before I go any further, thank you everybody who subscribed to my channel. In the last couple of weeks, like I've seen some growth. Like, thank you guys. I appreciate it. I mean, I'm gonna do it for you, but I appreciate more people coming and joining the family. So, welcome everyone. Hope you guys enjoy these videos because I really do. Um, I put my integrity on the line, my pride, and there's no do-overs. It's just one take and that's it. So anyways, here we go. First game. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone, again. We have the Chicago Bears going against the Detroit Lions. Lions are too good. They're just a well-oiled machine, man. Like, Jared Goff has been perfect. Montgomery got hurt, but hopefully he'll be okay. But Jahmyr Gibbs is so freaking good. Amon-Ra is so good. Their O-line is so good, and their defense is just playing together, man. Held Anthony Richardson to, I think it was 39% completion percentage. Very impressive. Richardson coming off a good game, but didn't matter because the Lions are just that good. So Lions are -10 against the Bears. Bears had an excellent game against the Vikings. Just they're just right there, man. Like, so I see where the Caleb Williams hype is coming from. I've seen some in the preseason. It is. I think that division is so damn good, and for them to bring in a rookie in this time where usually the division is not that good. It's not this stacked, but everyone is good. Vikings, Packers, and then Detroit. So it's going to be another hard-fought game for Chicago, but I just think Detroit is just miles better than the Minnesota Vikings. So give me Detroit -10. Let's go. Next game we have the Giants. Oh my God. Versus the Dallas Cowboys. The Cowboys are -3.5. The Cowboys showed me something 2 weeks ago, and I thought they would be like a valuable team. That's why we took them against the Commanders. They were not 10.5 points worse than the Commanders, and then they obviously showed that. Um, but here's a different animal, man. Like, the Giants want to lose. Okay, they they don't want to play anymore. So Cowboys still have something to fight for. I don't know if they'll make the playoffs or do anything like that, but I think they'll finish strong. So I think they'll finish strong. And McCarthy is not the worst coach in the world, which is not a message of endearment, obviously, but he's better than Brian Daboll. Is it Brian Daboll? Whatever, Coach Daboll for the Giants. He's just he has those guys actually kind of playing for something. As far as the Giants, man, they just quit. There's no other way to put it. So give me the Cowboys -3.5. Let's go. Next game, we have the Miami Dolphins going against the Green Bay Packers. Dolphins, Tua, been playing out of their freaking minds. They smacked up on the Patriots. I don't know what I was doing taking the Patriots last week. Like the Dolphins are just playing well. I mean, it was a bad team, so I should have known they would have continued that. So that's my fault, guys. Um, Tyreek, Jalen Waddle, been looking solid. Like they're actually giving him the ball now, so he looks happy. And then my boy AJ, man. Oh, and how can I forget Player of the Week last week, continuing his power run this week, Jonnu Smith, man. Happy I picked him up in fantasy. So we there's a reason to be happy down in South Florida. So let's see if they can continue that. Green Bay minus 3.5. They dominated last week, man. Jacobs looked good. I mean, Jordan Love didn't throw a pick. The defense was rallying. McKinney is getting interceptions. He has 7 interceptions this year. So let's see if they can continue this. But I do think it's going to be a dogfight. I think the 3.5 is too much. So give me Miami plus 3.5. Even though they're stepping up a weight class. Yeah. 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 Okay. Next game, we have the Las Vegas Raiders going against the Kansas City Chiefs. Chiefs are minus 12. My goodness. So I don't think I'm ever going to bet the Chiefs ever again at when they're in double digits because they can't even cover 7, let alone 10, let alone 12. I do think the Raiders are going to play hard. I mean, guys, I went to the game. Me and my girlfriend went to the game this past Sunday against the Raiders, the Broncos versus the Raiders. Oh my God, it was so crazy. But I do think that the Raiders play good. Oh, never mind. No, I do think they play good, but damn, they lost their quarterback. Minshew was balling, man. He was escaping out of the pocket, hitting people downfield. Like he was doing his thing, but he broke his collarbone. So I don't know who's going to be playing under center. Desmond Ritter against the Chiefs defense. Ugh, maybe I do have to take Kansas City. Just one more week. Ugh, I hate myself for this. Okay, Kansas City minus 12. I don't like it though. Okay. Next game. Okay. Next game we have the Chargers coming off a horrible loss to the Ravens against the Atlanta Falcons. Falcons coming off a bye. Hopefully they'll get some guys back. I know they were really injured when they faced us. Mooney was hurt, and then they had a couple of DBs that were hurt. Their lineman was hurt, so hopefully they got a little bit more healthy. But the Chargers just got worked, man. Like they couldn't. They what? They've been a good defense all year, but they got for the first time. Oh, they allowed over 100-yard rusher. Um, so maybe some foundations are cracking a little bit. I think they'll be okay. Um, the Falcons have to win this game. So I do think they're going to put their best foot forward. They don't want to give any ground to the Tampa Bay Bucks. So this is a very good test for them. But to be honest, there was at least 6 drop passes that Quentin Johnston and Josh Palmer made. And Justin Herbert is a beast, man, and he can't put the ball any better, like where it needs to be. So hopefully those guys will sack up and actually catch the freaking ball. I think that they will, but I do think Atlanta's going to play them close. So give me Atlanta plus 2.5. Let's go. All right, next game we got a good rivalry game. Pittsburgh Steelers going against the Cincinnati Bengals. Bengals are -3. Um, I think who did the who did the Bengals play last week? Okay, they were on the bye. Okay, I thought so. Okay, so the Bengals needed some well-needed rest. Their defense is atrocious. I don't know how else to say it. Like they can't stop a nosebleed right now. But I just don't trust the offense of Pittsburgh. Like I trust their defense, but then Russ throws a stupid ass interception against the Bears. I mean Bears, the Browns, on Thursday night. Like that was a cold, cold game. You got to kind of give them a pass. Cincinnati is fighting for their lives. So Cincinnati -3. I think I'll take Pittsburgh +3, but I don't like it. They think that Cincinnati's going to blow them out, and I don't blame them at all. I think that the Bengals need it a lot more. I mean, we'll see if Pittsburgh can shake off the loss, but Russ got to step up. He's got to step up. They got to keep running the ball. They've been doing okay at that, but he's got to be able to throw the ball down the field, man. And I saw a stat that he has as many sacks as he does with the Steelers as when he was with us with the Broncos, man. So I know Pittsburgh, uh, or Steeler Nation is like tearing their hair out sometimes about that. So I don't blame them. Russ can be very frustrating because you see the potential some plays and then you just shit the bed the next. So I can't hate on it. So give me Cincinnati -3. I think that they're just going to come out and play, but we'll see about that defense. That defense scares me. Okay. Next game, we have the Cardinals going against the Minnesota Vikings. Vikings pulled one out of their ass cracks last game against the Bears. Props to Sam Darnold, Justin Jefferson, Naylor, Addison. Like all those guys play hard for Kevin O'Connell, so you got to give them credit. I thought they would too, so um, I do think that their defense is a little leaky sometimes. We letting plays go by and big plays and running back swing routes, and they're just not getting there. So hopefully they can tighten that up against Kyler. Kyler's O line was horrible last game. Um, Getting sacked. He was running around, threw a couple of bad balls, and then he throws the fucking interception that just seals it. It's hard to trust the Cardinals because that's who they've been, and then they showed flashes this year that they can change, but they just went back to their old ways. So give me Minnesota -3. Oh, it's 3.5. Ooh, yeah, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Next game we have the Indianapolis Colts going against the New England Patriots, both teams coming off horrible losses. They can't run the ball, the Colts can. They can't throw the ball. They had multiple opportunities to make those plays, and they either dropped it or he overthrew it. Like it is, it. I don't know, man. The Colts are just untrustable, but the Patriots are just bad. They're just bad. They let Miami run up on all over them. Drake May doesn't know what he's doing exactly. He is a rookie, so you can't be too harsh on it. So they'll eventually figure it out. But during the game, they were saying like they talked to Gerard Mayo, we're going to keep the people that want to be here, don't quit. So that's where they're at. They're in evaluation mode, and there's still 5, 6 games left. Like, I don't know. I don't know. So maybe the Colts can figure it out, but it's not looking too good. Minus 2.5. Okay, let's go. All right. Your NFC West leader, the Seattle Seahawks, going against the AFC East loser, New York Jets. Seattle's -2. What can I say about Seattle, man? Their defense is always relentless. Boye Mafe coming off the edge, man. He's just a beast. Like even during the first game against the Broncos, like he was going off when he wasn't even supposed to play. They had him on the injury report all freaking week, all summer. And then what does this guy do? Comes out and plays against us and gets a sack. I'm just like, this guy. So Witherspoon had an amazing play, forcing the interception from Kyler. So they're just a well-rounded team. And then Gino's been solid, man. Been finding Jackson Smith and Jigba, been finding DK. And then every once in a while, hit it Tyler Lockett or Kenneth Walker out in the backfield. So I like Seattle, how they're doing. I think they're gonna kill the freaking Jets. So taking a lot of favorites right now. Okay. Next game, we have the Tennessee Titans coming off a huge win against the Texans, going against the Commanders. Commanders coming off a horrible loss. Oh man, they missed the extra point. They did the freaking Hail Mary almost to Terry McLaurin. They missed the field goal, and then boom, the freaking um Deontay Turpin takes it back 99 yards or whatever it was, the nasty spin move on the kickoff return. It's just like, damn, it just kills the team. Props to the Cowboys, man, but it's more of like their defense has been not as good. They were bad in the beginning. They were okay in the middle, and then now they've regressed back to being bad again. I don't know what's going on with them, but they just they gotta get it together, guys. But I think that they can, but the Titans aren't a bad football team anymore, man. Pollard's been looking good. You got Ridley, Westbrook, Kine, um, and then Will Levis, man, like came back from being benched, now is playing good. The defense has been solid, so I think Tennessee will have something for them. I don't know if they'll win, but definitely I'll take the plus 5.5. Let's go. All right, and to round out the morning games, we have the Houston Texans going against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jacksonville is horrible, point blank, bad. Trevor Lawrence might be coming back, but who cares? The Houston Texans blew that game. Two horrible interceptions by CJ, trying to do too much. I don't know what happened to that team from last year, but the defense isn't as good anymore. They're getting sacks, but they're just letting explosive plays happen. And they just let the guy run right by him. I think it was Westbrook McKinney. He just ran right by him on the seam route. And that's they scored a touchdown, and that was it, man. Like, and then they get a safety at the end. So just the Texans are just like I want them to do good because they're my Super Bowl prediction team against the Lions, but they haven't been like that. But I do think that they'll get it. They'll course correct this game. So -5. Give me Houston. Okay. All right. For the afternoon games, we have the Los Angeles Rams going against the hot New Orleans Saints. Or excuse me, the Rams are -2.5. Rams coming off a good kind of good loss, but their offense was stout. Their defense was holding up for the first 2.5 quarters, and then they just let go of the rope, man. And I don't want to say it's bad Rams. I want to say it's good Eagles. Saquon is just a beast. So I think they were just a little bit of a victim of how great that man is. He probably win MVP, and if not, like it's kind of bullshit. But um, Saquon is he probably needs to break a record to win MVP, which is sad. But I do think that he's a good shot as any. Him and Lamar and Josh, top three right now. And then Derrick Henry's probably fifth. And then you got like Mahomes fourth or something. So we'll see what happens um, with the Rams and see how they can recover. But their offense looked good. My boy Puka looked great. Demarcus Robinson scored. So quiet, a little bit of a quiet day for Cup, but he did his thing. And then we had the Saints on a bye week. So MVS looked good. This was from 2 weeks ago. So hopefully they can continue that. Um, Rams minus 2.5. Hmm. I just don't think they're good enough to be warranted points. So give me New Orleans plus 2.5 because I'm a madman. Okay. Next game, we have the Tampa Bay Bucks going against the Carolina Panthers. The Bucks just wiped the freaking floor with with the Giants, man. Baker over here throwing blocks and running it in for a touchdown. And Bucky Irvin is running the football well, but they got my boy Mike Evans back, and they absolutely love that, obviously. So um, give them credit. They needed the game. They had lost four in a row, so I don't know. I think they're gonna continue on with their dominance. But the Panthers have something to say about that. Bryce has been looking great. Great. He's been looking good, and the defense has been looking stout. They did let Mahomes score 27, but that's Mahomes, right? But that is more of an like a positive on the offense, be able to score that much on a stout defense like the Chiefs. I do like that a lot. So I think they have a lot of good things going for them. They're playing hard, so I do think the six is a little too much, but I definitely can see the Bucks beating them by by six. Hmm, hmm, yeah. Ooh, no, no. Give me Carolina. Carolina. Okay, let's go. Next game, huge game. We have the Philadelphia Eagles going against the Ravens. The Ravens are -3. My boy Lamar, he just doing his thing, throwing touchdowns, running for touchdowns. But not only that, Derrick Henry, obviously, no need to he's number two. He's the number two running back right now to Saquon, but he's just a beast, running everybody over, getting stiff arms when they're supposed to be -2 runs. He just gets them anyway. Like he's just a beast, man. So I I have to give them credit for the defense locking up, but a lot of those passes were drop passes. They weren't like passes defended by the Ravens. It's just bad Chargers. So give me Philly +3. I just think they're a well-oiled machine right now. I mean, you heard me talking about Saquon. I mean, AJ Brown went off. Jalen Hurts has been protecting the football. Their old line hasn't been giving up too many pressures, making holes. Kenneth Gainwell, I had a little shake and bake touchdown, man. Like that just shows. So they're like mere reflections of each other because Justice Hill went and did one too. So I do think this is going to be a great game. I can see Baltimore winning, but it'll be a close game. So give me Philly +3. Okay. Last game of Sunday, we have the 49ers going against the Bills. 49ers down bad right now, man. Down bad. They don't have Brock. Their defense has been suspect. They, I don't know, man. They can't get anything going. And while Buffalo is not was not supposed to be a good team, I knew they were going to be a good team because they lost Stephon. I knew they were going to be more balanced, but they've been phenomenal. And they're coming off a great win against the Chiefs, so they're going to be hanging out, chilling. They have their um, their work cut out for them today for this game, but I do think they'll handle them pretty good. So Buffalo -7 only. Yeah, I'll take that. Okay, in the final game, we have our game. We have the Browns going against the Broncos on Monday night. Broncos -5.5. Eesh. It was a close game against the Raiders. They were about to score a touchdown, and then we get a sack at the end. Just absolutely saves our bacon. Um, the Browns, their defense is amazing. Miles Garrett, best defender in the league. You can't sleep on them. I just think we'll be able to clamp down on their receivers. Ooh, Jerry Judy revenge game. We gotta lock Jerry Judy up. I think it's gonna be a good game. Um, yeah, I can kind of see it being close. So give me Cleveland +5.5. Okay. And that'll do it for this week. You guys be safe. Um, Enjoy the holidays. Spend it with your loved ones. Because you know I will. So everyone should be with family. We should be with family this weekend. Enjoy some football, have some fun, play some turkey bowl, turkey football. Guys, be careful out there. And if you gamble, always gamble what you have, not what you need. Yeah. Okay. And we'll call it there. Thank you guys. And as always, stay classy, San Diego.